Hello everyone and welcome to Nice to Meet You, Union Athletics. This is Eric McDowell. Thank you for joining us today. This is the show that takes you behind the scenes about the extraordinary student athletes we have at Union College. Not just what they do in the playing arena, that's very important too, but what about those community efforts, the terms abroad, all the other things that they do, community service and the excellent academic awards as well as the playing arena. And today we welcome Cara Zimmerman, a junior from Clarence, New York, a major in biology and English with cross country and indoor and outdoor track and field. Cara, thanks so much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you with us in our show. Now let's start on the course. Now I've seen how excited you are this season about the success and the great athletes you have in the cross country teams, the men and the women in fact. Talk about John Houghton's work as the coach of cross country and also the work of Dave Riggy, who does the indoor and outdoor track and field coaching.
Well, Coach Houghton and Coach Riggy are two of my favorite people on campus. I mean, I cannot say enough phenomenal things about them. One of the reasons the team is so tight this year is because of how much support we get from all of our coaches. They come on runs with us and they're cheering us on. And I once thought my coach was two different people because he was running around so much on the course. I mean, he's in every corner cheering you on. He knows exactly what paces to go.
You feed off him because of the enthusiasm he has.
Enthusiasm is absolutely the right word. I mean, he loves cross country. John Houghton, Dave Harwood, Peter Catlick, and Teal Reeves are the core coaches of the cross country program, and it's a force. I mean, we have such a tight team, girls and guys, this year that we haven't had for a while now. I mean, we're very close, and just for people who don't know, usually you want to have a top five team, the first girl to cross the line,
scoring, yes,
and the fifth girl, you want to be within a minute of each other. This year, we have 8 girls within 40 seconds of each other, every race. And there's no longer, oh, she's better than her, or you're a stronger runner. In any day, any course, one of us could be first, one of us could be second. I mean, it's really phenomenal, interchangeable. We all feed off each other. We're a tight group, and definitely has something to do with the coaches. They're running alongside with us. They know who we are. They know everything about us. I mean, from our parents, our siblings, what we're doing in school. They ask about us. And in track, indoor and outdoor, Dave Riggy is phenomenal. He's understanding, supportive, and just an overall good guy that you can come to with anything. I was here over the summer for research, and I had lunch with him. I mean, I feel that close to him that I could have an email conversation, asking about anything. Really great support system.
Well, they care about you as people, not just students and not just athletes,
absolutely,
but people. And
absolutely.
they do a wonderful job developing, as we've seen with you since your freshman year. Now, you never have an off season, since you compete in both indoor and outdoor track and field. Describe how you do so well in balancing a 9-month season. I mean, basically August right through May, with the academics and the community service that you do.
I mean, it is definitely a time commitment, but that is kind of what makes it so good. If I know at 5 o'clock every day I'm going to have this commitment to the team that I have to show up for practice and I have to do the workout, that I know I have to get my work done before or after. And if I don't have Saturday because I'm at a meet or a competition, I do have to get the work done. And I'm not just involved in track, I'm also involved in community service and student councils, and getting my work done, definitely there's no time to slack off, or you definitely have to stay on top of it. But along with doing that yourself, the coaches are also very supportive. If you have a big test, you're stressed out, and they say stay home, do your studies. I mean, athletics is definitely a very good part to not only enhance your studies, but also when I go to track or when I go to cross country, I feel better and more energized to do my work afterwards, and it's definitely a good study break. And the people
mentally and physically, you say.
Absolutely.
Yes, you feel energized in both ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Now, speaking of academics, you have been on the dean's list with a double major, biology and English. Talk about the professors who have made a difference for you here at Union College.
before this interview, I was trying to think of a list of, 5 professors who had really an impact, and my list was growing. I couldn't stop adding to the list of professors that have impacted me, that have had such a great experience in learning how to learn. I mean, as a junior, now I've finally known how to work the system of Union and know how to really engage in my studies and have a phenomenal time. I'm enjoying the classes. I'm enjoying everything I'm doing. And if I have to name some teachers, I think my organic chemistry professors, Professor Kelbeck and Professor Pollock, were phenomenal in teaching me work ethic, how to get through disappointments and just power through anything. I mean, once you get through orgo, as anyone is, that's a common thing. Then you can do anything. But and Professor Friedman in the math department I took Math 199, logic and set theory with him, and I mean, I thought I liked math. I was good at math, but this was a totally different way of thinking. You didn't have any idea. And he sat with me in office hours, and that's another thing. Office hours with the professors it's not just student to professor, it's learner to learner. I mean, you are in Union is such a good place to learn and just to sit down and you have all these resources, all these amazing faculty, and just so much to know. I mean, I was looking at the course catalog. I want to take every single class. I don't have enough time.
It's amazing.
And I'm enjoying everything from biology to theater to poetry. I have taken all these classes, and I've definitely expanded my knowledge and have created these awesome relationships with these faculty. They know who you are. Love it. Absolutely, absolutely fantastic.
They really do. When you go around campus, you see that, faculty and staff. They know who you are.
Absolutely.
They know who the student athletes are. It's very exciting. It's a family here, just like it was almost 300 years ago, really. Now, Dr. Baker was another professor that I know you've talked about, and he was instrumental with you in your bioethics and philosophy research. So tell us about this project.
Well, over the summer, I worked with Dr. Baker, who is the head of the bioethics department at Union Graduate College. So he's a renowned philosopher and bioethicist, and he was writing a book called Before Bioethics, and it's kind of, so what makes doctors today tick? I mean, it's not just about, this person's sick, this is how to cure them. It's really a level deeper. So he was writing a lot of history on it, and I worked with him to proofread his own work, but also I focused on the research of midwives, so looking at these oaths that Old English, looking at these texts of these midwives that now obstetricians and nurses have taken over the role of midwives.
Fascinating.
And that tied into my want to be an OBGYN later in life. I mean, that is my ultimate goal of my studies, and knowing and seeing how the history from midwives to OBGYN, where it was such a nice, awesome opportunity to look at these texts, to work with him, and to see, all right, how is this turned into modern day medicine, and why do we care about this oath, that was taken 1,000,000 years ago? So it's really fantastic, and something I've never even, I didn't really know much about.
You hadn't been exposed to that
Absolutely
before.
Absolutely not, yeah.
Now, describe the Leadership in Medicine Student Council. This was intriguing to me. Talk about your involvement with that.
Well, I'm sit on co-chair for this council, and I'm 1 out of 10 reps for the Leadership in Medicine class, and the other co-chair is Najiba Keshwani. So I've been a rep since freshman year, and we work to strengthen the LIM program as a whole, and I am instrumental in creating a buddy program where the older students, upperclassmen, are paired with younger students as a mentor-mentee relationship. So you have someone to go to with your questions, from scheduling to, how do I study better, everything.
Similar to what you do as a student athlete with a senior and a freshman.
Absolutely,
Okay,
very
yes. Similar
similar relationship. And just this past winter, I created the LIM Book Club, where I was inspired by this book, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot. I was reading it on vacation, loved it. So I talked to Professor Weiss, who's the head of the Leadership Medicine program, and director of the health professions here at Union, and she was totally tickled by the thought of, why don't, people are reading books all the time. I mean, that's definitely something that people are doing. Why don't we have a whole site? So I created a website and compiled, everyone sent in titles of books and a blurb of, why do I like this book? Why do I want to recommend it? So that was, and it's huge. I mean, everyone submitted books and, had a nice website, and now the website went out to other health professional committees, to other schools, and, everyone, it was awesome.
You had your own Oprah book club that you created right here at Union then.
Great.
It's wonderful.
So that's just another thing. If you want to do something, I mean, you just go out and do it, and there's enough support and to do all the leadership you want and to do everything that you're passionate about.
Well, it seems to me, Cara, that you have made the most of your union experience in many avenues, and you've got another year ahead of you, too. It's pretty exciting. What do you want to accomplish before you graduate?
Well, I'm definitely on a good path to succeed in really anything that I set my mind to. I'm definitely around people who are good to be around, from athletics to professors to friends, and I'd really like to get more involved with the student athlete side of it. The committee. I'm recently just on the SAC committee of student athletes, and I have never really been on that before. But I want to get more involved with the student athlete and the campus rather than just being an athlete. I want to see what the student athlete's potential is to do. It should be more campus, community based, and I think we have a lot of potential to do that as an athletic department, and we do a lot of things, and just seeing all the rest that Union can offer, and it's been so good to me. I love Union. I'm so pro Union, and everything about it is fantastic, and cross country and track have definitely help my love for it. So.
Well, you were an MVP your first year here, and it's great to see how you've developed, but you're a most valuable person here on Union College, too. Thanks for all you've done, Cara, and for what we can look forward to this year, cross-country track, and another year ahead for you as well.
Thanks very much.
And thank you as well for joining us today, and it was nice to meet you, Cara Zimmerman. We appreciate you supporting our show and watching Nice to Meet You, Union Athletics. This is Eric McDowell, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day.